And welcome to another exciting episode of Kentucky Brew Review.
I'm excited.
I may not sound it, but I am.
You excited?
I'm in pain right now. So,
He's excited on the inside.
We got some liquid painkiller right here.
We do.
Since we don't know the ABV of this. Alright, so tonight we're reviewing our mead. Now this is our first mead, not the experimental mead we made with weird things.
Yeah, we still have that down there.
So we have Luna Azul, which was Mingo's mead, and then we have my mead right here. So my mead... Yeah, you want to leave that in there. You don't want to...
No, you don't want that.
You're supposed to have sediment. It's normal. So my mead is an all Kentucky mead, Kentucky honey, Kentucky water, Kentucky blackberries I picked at my parents' house. This one is a traditional mead with a little bit of orange. So your mead didn't make it.
I've got a bottle of my mead somewhere.
So these are 5 years old. So when we first had this mead, it was not great. We tried it again around the 3-year mark.
Very
and it was
baby wipey.
The 3-year mark was much, much better. And we said, hey, at that 5-year mark, it's going to be spectacular. So
Here we are.
Here we are. So let's try Mingo's first since it's normal. So with the Luna Azul.
It's the first time Mingo's done anything that's normal.
See if we get a hiss. There's a tiny one.
There was a little
There's a
bit
little
of a
baby
hiss.
A little baby hiss.
A tiny little hiss.
It looks good. It's an impressive color.
That's a correct color for sure.
Try not to shake it too much.
Don't kill me with it. Look at that. That is actually surprisingly clear. I definitely thought it was going to be a little more smoky than it is.
A little bit, yeah. It smells a little bit. It smells pretty alcoholic and a little baby wipey.
It does. It's kind of like a white cooking wine.
It smells very
little bit,
like pretty boozy. Like I'm saying, it 12 to 15% for sure.
There's.
All right. It's pretty good.
That's serviceable right there. That is all right. That's not bad.
It tastes like a
Did you put cinnamon in this?
He put coriander and I think a little bit of cinnamon.
Oh, right. This is Luna Azul. That's right.
Yeah. So it tastes like a legitimate, like a good mead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got to be at least 12 to 14%. It's got to be up there.
It's definitely got a little bit of an alcohol bite. But it's not nasty.
No, it's a little dry, not super dry.
Radar, hand me your glass.
You got some sediment?
Well, of course I did.
Let me see. I want to try.
There's just sediment. A little bit, but you know,
I actually want to. Oh, it's down in there.
Yeah.
Oh well. It's a little baby piece.
So it's a little floral. Get a little floral. Get the honey in there. It has a little bit of fermentation funk, like a wine, something.
It does remind me of a white wine.
Mm-hmm.
It's semi-sweet.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit apple juice.
I mean it.
Oh, no. It reminds me... Moscato kind of reminds me of a Moscato.
Yeah, there you go. That's the wine.
Yeah.
It's like a semi-dry Moscato or a semi-sweet Moscato.
I feel like
because a Moscato is a sweet.
Right.
Yeah. It's not bad. I did drink Moscato whenever I would drink wine.
I think this is successful. I would call this a successful mead.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's impressive. It's too bad this is our last bottle of it.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, this is our third time trying it. We tried it throughout the...
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's time.
It is time. That's fair. That's not bad.
I mean, we could rebottle the rest of this.
I suppose we could.
Just
the place that I went to...
another bottle, cap it, and let it go for...
Ain't nothing gonna be living in there.
Mm-mm. The place that I went to had like those little flat pint bottles, and I almost bought those just for the fun of it. But instead, I got those giant bottles.
So let's go and give a rating overall. From start to finish, keep in mind this is a 5-year process to get to this point.
I'm taking an entire point off because it took 5 years for it to become all right.
It does remind me of a white wine. I still think it's a 6.5. Like it's a 6.5.
I agree. 6.5.
It is. It's better than average for sure. See, the thing is though, how much would I pay for this? Like if I were to pay for this bottle of wine, like ignore that it's mead and it's made with honey, and so that makes it more expensive.
$8, probably.
I was gonna say 12.
I feel like
8 to
12 is
12.
fair.
8 to 12
yeah, between
range.
8 and 12.
Here's where I think this would shine. Warm, with mulled with like some spices.
With some spices.
Yeah, this is
Cinnamon,
yeah.
some chunks of apple.
Yeah.
This seems like that kind of mead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A couple of those little black things that you stick in the lemon.
Star anise or something.
No, it's cloves.
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 Cloves!
Cloves.
I remember words. It's okay.
All right, now we're going to try my mead. Now this is, again, Kentucky blackberries grown in my parents' acreage. We have
I like that. That's
lime,
it's very pinky out of you.
Kentucky limestone water and local honey. So,
Did you get the Did you get the Buffalo Trace limestone water?
no, that's too expensive.
Yeah.
This was like $1.49, which is a lot for a gallon of water.
That's
I
got
mean,
a good color.
it's the special water though. Oh, speaking of which, I have a new source for honey. Found a dude in our office who makes honey.
Oh, that is a pretty.
That's a color, all right, man. Look at that. That's fantastic. I've got a lot of stuff in the bottom of my glass.
It smells a little more tart than the other one.
I do.
A little
I
smoother.
Like the smell.
It's not as doesn't have much of a bite.
Blackberry is such a good flavor, though.
It is. So Kentucky blackberries are very, very tart. So I'm expecting a little tartness from this. So let's give it a go. Ooh.
It's a lot drier.
We've stepped into specialty wine land, for sure. This is like those bottles that come from Huber's that are like this big around, and about this tall.
Those are good bottles.
Those are good bottles. They are also like $25 though.
Yeah, but they're good.
It has a good blackberry flavor to it.
Guys, should we just become a wine channel?
I'm down.
I'm liking this idea of just drinking wine.
I'm fine with learning about
Guys,
wine.
do we just want to become fancy boys?
We're just constantly drinking with our pinkies out now.
He missed that beer we just had. That was a good beer.
Oh, that was a good beer, yeah.
Olive.
I don't know. It was a really good beer.
I don't know. I was sipping this here mead. I think this is where I belong now. Out of the beer and seltzer game and hard liquor game.
It's time to buy crushed velvet smoking jackets and
Onto
leather
the wine.
chairs.
Get some poofy leather chairs, some cigars.
Yeah.
And you know what? Some pipes too.
Some pipes.
Yeah.
One of those huge like communal ashtrays made out of like a chunk of
Ivory.
stone. Yeah, ivory. There you go. That's pinky out enough.
We only drink the finest garage mead.
The finest here in Kentucky.
The greatest garage mead known to man. This really was made in a garage. That's amazing.
Well,
So-
it started off in the kitchen.
More I drink it, the more I like it. It has a little bit of tartness. Blackberry flavor is really good. I think the ABV is a tad bit lower on this one than the other one.
I think you're right.
It's
a little bit sweeter, but the finish is very dry. It's very like makes you do this.
Like a grapefruit.
Yeah, like grapefruit. There you go.
Man, I am on top of it.
You really
today.
are.
All I need to do is just be in pain and boom, I'm top.
You got the golden tongue today.
all right. So, do we think this is better than Mingo's?
Yeah.
I think it is. Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. I think this one's
give me the bottle.
I'm gonna go 7.5. I think this is a fine mead.
I'm gonna pour myself a tad bit more here. Yes.
We're very fancy men.
Our 100%
Fancy boys.
Kentucky mead.
This is fantastic. I think that's great.
This is even a Country Boy bottle.
Oh, is it?
Recycled. Go all the way. If we're gonna go.
Oh, you did go all the way.
And we were drinking out of Country Boy
Out of
glasses.
Country Boy glasses?
So we went all the way on the Kentucky.
I give this a solid 7.5. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna give this.
You know what? You're right. I'm being too harsh on it. Give it an 8.5. I'll bump it up a whole point.
I feel like 8.5 is where I'm at as well. I feel like it's the thing is, this is definitely like a $25 bottle of wine.
Yeah, with fruit like that, yeah, probably.
Like you said, it's one of those Huber's, thin but tall bottles.
And it's made well, too.
Yeah.
We could go behind my house right now and go pick more blackberries and do it again, but maybe in the future. I'm not feeling making another mead right this second.
We gotta find a wild beehive out behind your house. We gotta source everything from behind your house.
We gotta clean out your garage.
It's gotta be garage mead.
Garage mead, yeah, we gotta make it in the garage, absolutely.
So here's the question: do you recommend making mead from scratch? Keep in mind it's 5 years. I would say 3 to 4 years before you can realistically it's aged enough to where it takes away some of that funk.
Hey, everybody's got to have a hobby.
And then
that's true.
It's a pretty cheap. Making mead's a pretty cheap to get into. You don't need a lot of tools.
Mm-hmm.
The upfront starting cost.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to get you. But that's going to get you with anything that you're starting up. Once you get started up, you already have all the equipment, and then you're just buying the ingredients you need, and then it's a lot cheaper that way.
For everything that I bought to make that mead down there, bottles, ingredients, blah, 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 it was a little over $150. It was like $175, almost $200. So, it's better than Warhammer.
So
that's true.
You can the mead that
Warhammer. Mead. Either way, you're going to make a good choice.
It's true.
Also, this is technically...
I don't do Warhammer.
Because somebody's going to say, yes, it's a mellow.
It is a mellow. You're correct.
A fruited mead is a mellow.
Thank you, guy in the comments.
Thank you.
He'll say it before he sees us part of the
Yeah.
video.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
here's the trick.
we're like...
No one
10
acknowledged
point.
the fact that we mentioned that it's a mellow later in the video. If you watched this far and you haven't commented, that's a mellow already. Just don't acknowledge that in the comments at all.
Just put gotcha. We'll know. That way we'll know.
You can do this mead.
We'll forget, and then the video's going to come out and just like gotcha. I'm like, why
is everyone commenting gotcha?
Gotcha, Steel. Gotcha, Radar. What's going on? Okay, oh, cool, yeah.
For supplies, you can get by with a glass growler. If you have a couple glass growlers laying around, a bubbler, which are like $1.
A balloon. You can just use a balloon.
I would honestly literally get a bubbler, like $2 or $3.
Yeah.
And
some Star Sand.
Yeah, you need
Sand. That cost $5-ish for the little bottle.
And then your vinyl tubing, $3 probably.
Honestly, the single most expensive thing that I bought was the honey.
Yeah.
The honey was a little bit ridiculous. It was like $7, $8 a pound, and you needed 2 pounds of honey.
You know what the key to mead is? Costco.
Costco is the key to mead. You are correct.
Yes, because you can get giant things of honey at Costco.
Good old Costco.
Man.
You can also make it in a 5-gallon bucket. You can use a 5-gallon bucket to make mead too.
Yeah.
And guess what? You could probably get that from Costco.
You could probably get that from Costco.
So you can
go to Costco, then come out, go home, and make mead.
Maybe we should try that. The Costco mead challenge.
So
the Lowe's and Costco mead challenge. We get the 5-gallon buckets from Lowe's.
Oh no, this is worse. Lowe's only. The only thing you can use for fermentation is like the Cokes.
Nah.
That does sound terrible. You're
to
right.
make dumpster mead. All your stuff has to be
Why is Sonar getting in on the mead game?
How about this?
dumpster wide.
Menards Mead. They have a grocery section. They're mostly a hardware store, but they sell like fruit juices.
I'm sure they have some form. They have some form of like sugar syrup too.
Hey, you know
Maple
what?
syrup.
You all let us know down in the comments.
I'm thinking we do an all Canada mead.
Oh,
all Canada mead. Maple syrup.
Oh, that's yeah. Actually,
all
that's not a mead. There's another
mead.
word for syrup wine. I don't remember what it is.
Syrup wine.
Anyways,
you'll let us know in the comments.
All right, well, that's been our episode. If you like this video, let us know in the comments down below. I'm Special K.
I'm Still Reserve.
And I'm Radar.
Thanks
for watching.